Well, hello, and welcome to this week's episode of Aftershock Weekly. Last week I was on a podcast with a friend of mine, Myriad Real Estate, and he had asked me a question about SEO, and is it still relevant, is it still important? And my answer to him was, yes, it's still important, it's still relevant. However, is it as relevant as it was maybe 5 years ago? I'm going to say no, and let me explain why I said that. As the last year and a half have gone by, Google made some pretty drastic changes to how their Google ads serve up. Number one, they changed their name from Google AdWords to ads. I guess people couldn't remember the words part, but that aside, they took away all the side ads that you used to see. If you remember, it used to be side ads and there used to be a color behind those. Those are no longer. They added one more spot to the top. So instead of 3, there were up to 4 positions depending on how competitive a market is. And they always had ones that were below the organic listings. But by adding one to the top, it pushed all the organic rankings down. Then, recently, they started testing out to where they would show you in the map section. So if you're local and the proximity of where someone's searching, the first ad that shows up in the map section is now actually a Google ad rather than being organic, and those used to always be organic. So there's another position that they're taking up. What does that mean? Well, that means that there's less organic real estate above the fold, so that being on page 1 is still important. Who's on page 2 of Google for anything? No, nobody knows, because nobody ever goes there unless it's super niche and they're looking for an article on something that is super hard to find. But today Google has all the resources for everything, so they've usually said, hey, these are the best things we want to serve up for you. This is what should rank for your search. So because they've taken up more of that real estate above the fold and people are finding what they're looking for quicker, being on SEO has not been as important as it once was. But does that mean you throw the baby out with the bathwater? You stop optimizing your website, stop doing blogs? Absolutely not. But what I would tell you is you do pay attention to the ad section. You are running Google Ads because there is better opportunity than ever to show up at the right time, the right message to the right people. And Google Ads is a good way to do that. So I hope that helps. Again, don't throw SEO out. It's still important, but I do think there's a shift, and I think that shift will continue going to the paid ad side of it as Google continues to change. Thanks, we'll see you next week.